are doing? What's going on? We are here for another episode at the Messy Sweet Spot. And we got some more updates on this case, okay? And I just want to say thank everybody for liking the video because y'all know we need them likes. And I thank everybody for hitting that link so you guys will be prepared to watch this video. And anytime I talk, the phone lines are always open, baby. If you got questions, if you want to know something or you want to add to the commentary, feel free to. All right, and I'm glad that y'all comment in the comment section because you know I love them comments, okay? Them comments, them likes, they help. And you know them cash apps. You know I like big tippers. Okay, I'm your host, Gigi, by the way. If you did not know, now you know. Now, yesterday, everybody was talking about this, and we still going to talk about it. And we should stay talking about it. We should stay talking about it because it happens so often. Gigi, what you talking about, girl? Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fear of going into a bodega, going into a gas station, going into a corner store with a bunch of heathen, dusty men inside or outside the store. Now, it don't take all y'all men to go to the store to get a damn honey bun or some cigarettes, okay? All of y'all men in a group, that is so intimidating. Can y'all please stop that? If y'all want to go in a group, why don't y'all go in a group and build a house? Why don't y'all go in a group and be productive? Why don't y'all go in a group, okay, and help elder people, okay? Okay? But y'all always in groups doing horrible things and horrible acts. So these two twins, 19-year-old, and you know, yesterday, I didn't get a chance to really look at them good because they didn't have good pictures. Thank God we got Black Girl Unlost, okay? So I went to Black Girl Unlost YouTube channel because you know her channel be channeling, okay? If you always want to know about black women getting taken out of here by these dusties, Black Girl Unlost YouTube channel, she got the stories on top of stories. That's all she does, okay? So I went over there, and she talked about the story, and she got a lot of pictures of the twins, and you can see at the screen, all you see is the twins, okay? The twins, look at them. Look at them. You know, beautiful girls. They are beautiful girls. If they were not beautiful, it still don't matter, you know? But, hey, you know, they had 19 years old taken away from here. So you say, Gigi, well, what happened? I missed the story yesterday. Well, girl, don't worry about it. Girl, fella, man, whoever. I'm going to fill you in. What happened was, it was at a club. They just got finished partying, okay? Now, the twins have seen these dusty men at the party, okay? So the girls, they go to the bodega corner store to go get a snack before they going home. These dusty men, I don't know if they followed them there or they were already at the store, but they come in groups, girl. It was about 8 of them. Eight of them. That's a lot of dustiness all at one time. That's a lot of dust. Okay, I'm allergic to all that dust. Okay. So they went into the bodega store and they were trying to holler at the twins. She says, no, thank you. I'm not interested. Okay. Oh, shit. What? She said she's not interested. The twins, girl. And that's so horrible with this world we live in. You know, you can't even say no thank you or they ready to fight. You can't look at them wrong. They ready to fight. If you look at them right, they ready to fight. That's all they know is fight. They can't communicate. They don't know how to even talk to a lady. They don't even know how to approach a lady. Okay? Girl, I'm sick of these dusties. I'm sick of them, and I'm sick of their mama. And I'm sick of them. So anyway, honey, he got in his feelings. I guess he thought about it. Then he had words with her, argued with her, cussing her out. You know how they do. calling her all types of bees, degrading her, all type of horrible language. And do you think the rest of the Dusty said, nah, man, let's not go there. You a man. You a man. Men don't act like this. You a man. Nah, they not doing that. They hyping his butt up. This is what these dusty men do. Okay? Okay? This is what they do. This is normalized. This is what they feel good at. They feel good at cussing a woman out, making her fear for her life. So the two girls, they ran up in that bodega store and they locked the door. Mind you, the two girls, that's their neighborhood store. They know the owner of the store. Okay, the owner of the store been knowing those girls ever since they were little, so they do have some type of relationship. So they lock the door. Honey, when I tell you them dusty men start banging on that door, kicking that door like goddamn monkeys. Girl, have y'all ever seen the monkeys at the zoo? How they just jump and just banging on doors, just banging, 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 banging. Girl, that's what they was doing, banging and kicking that goddamn door. What in the, who raised these? Who raised these men? Who raised them? This is what y'all should be worried about, but y'all not worried about this. And the reason why y'all not worried about this, because y'all don't care about these black women getting taken out of here. And it shows. And it shows. I don't ever hear Candace Owens talking about how these black ninja dusty men are taking out these black women at the high rate. She ain't gonna never talk about that because she don't give a damn about black women for real. Okay? And it's anybody that care about black women, they definitely will have to have a conversation and a more awareness how black women are being taken out of here by these dusties every single day. Okay? And for no reason at all. Because the reason why he took her out of here, that ain't no excuse and that ain't no damn reason. Okay? So, honey, they ape shit. Have you heard what they say ape shitting? They ape shitting. They was ape shitting all on that damn door. Okay? Could you imagine locking the door and you got a whole bunch of grooms, apes, banging at the door, kicking on the door, trying to get a hold of you just because you said no thank you, you don't want to give out your number? Damn, you don't have no rights in America. What about freedom? Do we have any right? We can't speak our mind in America. We have no freedom, no rights. What about our rights? Don't we have a right to say no thank you? I mean, did I lose something? Don't we have a right? Honey, no rights at all. So after that went down, they left. Okay, everything then calmed down. They left. I guess the girl said, hurry up, let's hurry up and run home. Let's escape. Honey, they thought the coast was clear. See, these apes, these dusties, they like snakes. You know how a snake slither? You know how a snake just sneak up on you? Okay. So these dusties were. They were snakes, girl. They just sneak up on you. They get real quiet and real low. Well, you can't see them. They transforming. They transform, okay? Transformers. Honey, they transform to some ape shit. Then they are transformed to a damn snake on the ground, okay? So you looking for some apes, some monkeys, because you know they loud and they aggressive, okay? And they want to be seen. You know monkeys want to be seen. But then, when the coast is scared, you don't hear no monkeys. Because a bitch done transform into a damn snake on the ground. And honey, you not realizing these niggas transforming, okay? So, they transform to a snake real quiet, real slithery like. So, they open up that door, they look left to right, up and down. They don't see no monkeys. So, they end up walking. Girl, that snake starts slithering. Next thing you know, honey, it was a wrap. The guys, they came from around some way, and the guy had that knife, and he ran up on one of the twins, striking her right in her chest, and then got and sliced the other one on the arm. Both of them. And then ran away. ran away and slithered off like a damn snake in the night. And do you think he's arrested? Hell nah. The police haven't found the snake. And they ain't gonna find the snake. And it's sad because this happens all the time and nobody does nothing about it, you know? And I'm just here to talk to y'all about this because I want y'all to look at these girls that are taken away from here. I want y'all to look at them real good. She would never see a night of day. 19 years old. Could you imagine? Imagine if that was your daughter in that situation, if that was your niece in that situation. Okay? Imagine. Imagine. And I know some people say, well, shit, give them your number. Well, yeah, I understand give them their number. Sometimes, shit, that ain't enough either. Shit, you give them your number, they still might take you out of here. The problem is the dusties. The problem is the dust. The problem is the dust. The problem is the dust. The dust is the issue, okay? It's the issue, it's the dust. Whether you give them the number or you don't give them the number, shit, they still might take you out of here. They still might do it. They still will do it. Honey, they don't give a damn about nobody's life. They don't even give a damn about their own life. You are taking a penitentiary chance. Want to hurt somebody all because your feelings hurt, nigga. Okay? All because your feelings hurt, nigga. Okay? Who raising these mother suckers? And I know some people say, well, you can raise a person all good and they still turned up bad. Well, baby, we ain't talking about them because clearly, whoever is raising these dusties ain't raising them. Okay, so that a logic does not apply because they don't got good parents and it shows. It shows. I wish y'all would stop making excuses and trying to point them for every goddamn thing. That type of ideology and excuse has nothing to do with these dusties that we're talking about right now. When y'all as a parent, we try to do everything we can, and they still up to. We ain't talking about you. This don't got shit to do with you. Okay? His parents ain't raised him right. His parents ain't raised him right. His probably daddy was never there. He probably don't even know who his daddy is, okay? That's what we dealing with now. Hell. Shit. My goodness. Ooh, y'all get on my nerve. Ooh, y'all get on my nerve. So, I definitely wanted to play a Lost Girl, her video. Because she has some more details that I would love to cover and go back and forth. So I think I'll play some of that as well. Hold on. Let me play. All right, so she just showing clips. And let me fast forward so we can get to some talking points. But maybe you guys need to see this. These are some pictures of her, of the girl that passed away. These are all the pictures. Make sure y'all liking this video. You know we need to get the likes up. All right, so these are the pictures of her. Ain't so nice. So sad she would never be here again. So sad. She's gone. There she go again. Full of life. And gone because of the dusty. Hell, she could have been the next doctor, the next nurse, or whoever. She seemed like she had a bright future. All right, so this is the girl that's dead. She's no longer here, y'all. She was here last month, but she ain't here this month. All because of these dusties. So these are some pictures she just showing. Make sure y'all get these likes up. All right. So these are the dusties that I was referring to. You see how they all buttoned up in a group with all the hoodies on?
Devastated. It's very senseless. A young life has been taken. And our community is devastated from it. She was just a sweetheart and a beautiful young lady. She had a very good heart. She cared for her community, and we love her.
Okay, these damn commercials. Here they go again. All right, well, good thing we got a phone call. Calling from 508. You're live on the air.
Hi, Messy. How are you?
I'm doing pretty
Um,
awesome. Talk about it. How you feel about this case?
I couldn't wait. I had to come up here because of some of the comments. I feel like this is wrong. I'm sick of us as women always having to jump through hoops or dumb ourselves down or be overly nice, not to hurt somebody's feelings, in order to not be harmed, disrespected, or treated like trash. No, 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 no. It don't work out like that. Point blank, period. You can say no. No means no. I have been in situations where I said, nah, I'm not interested, or I got a man. It wasn't good enough. How nicer can you be? It doesn't matter how you say it. When a person doesn't want to be bothered, you need to respect that. And like you said, these mamas need to teach their sons. I don't care what women are wearing. I don't care how they're walking. I don't care what makeup they got on. You don't have any right to treat these women the way you're treating them. And because a lot of women make excuses for these men's behavior um or baby them, they feel like they have a right to continue, and it's sickening. I feel so bad, and I get even angrier at the bystanders, the people that sit back and watch it. I'm the type of person, I get involved. I don't care. I'm not minding my business. If I see a woman being attacked, a kid, anybody, I get involved. Even if I keep my distance with my phone up, letting them know I'm calling 911, hey, stop, something. I just can't stand there. I just can't. And I see people that do, and I look at them sideways. Because had it been their daughter, they would want everybody out there to jump on those people to stop them. If there's two people and you got all those other people, that could have been avoided. What happened to citizen's arrest? The white people use that all the time, citizen's arrest. Look what they did to Killer Mike at the award. A pedestrian did a citizen arrest on him. Not warranted, but they pulled it. Why didn't they do that with this young lady? Because it's black people, and they don't care about each other's lives. That's how I feel.
Well, you're right. I feel that same way. They ignorant to that. They don't know about what you were just talking about, citizens. They afraid of these dusties. And that's what it is too. The black community, y'all afraid of y'all own dusties. Y'all raise these bastards and you're afraid of them. You're afraid of them. You're cowards, and they know you're afraid of them. That's why they talk to you any type of way. I see these dusties talk to their mama, cuss them out, and dog them out any type of way, and they don't do nothing but just argue back with them or just shut up and still take care of their damn kids.
Yep. And I'm going to tell you like this, no, I'm not going to fake like and give a fake number. No, I'm not going to do all that. If I say no, I'm not interested, you need to respect that. I don't have to lie to appease you. That's crazy to me. It's just, it is what it is. I hope they find them. There's enough cameras around in different directions. I hope they get on the ball and use this as an example. They need to start setting examples like they did with Alejio Bishop. They gave him life. They need to start doing harsher penalties, bump that probation and parole, give them harsh penalties, and let them know we ain't playing with you folks. Y'all want to act like animals? We're going to lock you up and treat you like animals. Point blank, period.
And I just want to say, good for you. You're so brave to say you're not giving out your number, okay? Because all of us, we don't have the strength. We so scary, and including myself, I'm scary as hell. But when I hear your story, when I hear, hold on, well, let me talk. When I hear your story and I see how you go about, you are a leader. You set the tone and the standard, because let my scary ass do it. I'm giving them permission to do what they do. When I back down against the enemy and I allow him to have excuses, and I say, well, okay, I give it to you because I'm afraid you're gonna knock me out. That gives him more power. That gives
Mhm.
enemy the more power. So they will walk
Mhm.
around and say, bitch, y'all better act like this hoe, this scary ass hoe. Give me
Mhm.
the number. And they feel more entitled. And they will
Mhm.
continue to do what they do, and nothing will never change with
Mhm.
my being scary. But with women
Mhm.
like you that are not afraid and that are speaking out, you are the leader. So I tip my
Mhm.
head to you, and I appreciate you, boo. And I'm looking at you in your direction. Okay.
Well, thank you. We're supposed to be our sister's keeper, our brother's keeper. We fight for each other, but yet we be the ones tearing each other down. And we got to start standing up. And like I said, for women, if you got to protect yourself, mace, tasers, keep your distance, but still let it be known that it's an issue. Be loud, and stuff like that. But we gotta stand up, like you said. They think that because people are scared or don't want to be bothered or don't want to get involved that they can continue on. It's true. It's
Hmm.
true.
It's definitely true.
So sad.
Well, I'm
So
so
sad.
glad that you up here, and you can stay up here with me as well if you want to, because I will read some of the comments, and I think that'd be kind of cool to
Okay.
do. So, you know what? One thing I cannot stand is when y'all give excuses to the bull crap with all this mental health. I have never in my life heard so many excuses. Mental health, mental health. Maybe he got mental health issues. I don't give a damn. Listen, that is no excuse. And his ass is
Mm.
not mentally help. He was out here clubbing. He know right from wrong. He was
Mhm.
bamming on that door like a monkey. Then he ran away to try to trick her and manipulate her to let it act like he's not interested and he's gone. All to come back like a thief in a knife and kill her. Come on now, and you got people in the comments talking about some, well, maybe it's mental health. We need to get our black men some mental health. I'm tired of y'all with this black men with this mental health shit. Clearly, they don't want it. They go to the basketball game. They still busting women on their backs. They still baking out these kids. They still doing everything they want to do. They're not going to the clinic to get no damn mental health. Y'all been saying this shit for years and years, and they still are not taking advantage. You, you not the man. They don't want it. They have heard it and
They
they
got
don't
jails for
want
the
it.
criminally insane. You heard me, Messy? They
Say it
got jails
again.
for the criminally insane. Just because they mentally ill don't mean they don't have to suffer consequences. So,
These men were not mental ill. They knew what they were doing. That's just
yeah,
an
they know.
excuse that the community keep on doing, and I get sick of it.
I'm sick of it too, because that's an easy scapegoat to go to. Like you said, they were calculating. They knew a mentally ill person don't know how to set things up. They ran away like they was gone for the close to be clear, and then they was right there. That was calculating.
They
Wasn't
just
nothing mentally ill about them.
They plain evil. That's what they are.
Mhm.
A lot of these
Mhm.
dusties, a lot of y'all black men are evil. They're plain evil. They have an evil heart, and evil does exist in this world. And sometimes
Yes,
it's
it
in
does.
y'all's canes. It's in the canes that y'all praise. Stay
Mhm.
right there. We got another caller calling from 510. You're live on the air.
Hey Gigi, this is Celebrity Scandalous, and I was
Hey.
just calling in because, hey sweetie, so I was listening to the lady that's on with you, and I do agree with her, in terms of not being scary, but I live in an area, like I'm from Oakland, and it gets really crazy out here, and so I don't think you have to assess your environment. If a guy is asking you for your number and stuff, we typically, if he's acting crazy, give them a fake number. I mean, sometimes they'll say, "Well, let me call it and make sure it's you." But just not. I don't think it's a good. You have every situation is different, so I don't think just being saying I don't want to be bothered, because that does make some men escalate and want to get buck wild with you. So you have to assess the situation. And the other thing, I don't know all of the elements that happen, but I always say if you see a bunch of knuckles out in front of a store acting a fool, don't go there. Like, go somewhere else. Like, don't even put yourself in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with her, but I think you still have to assess the situation.
Yeah. And Scandalous, I honestly think they followed her from the club because they was going to the store. That's their neighborhood store. They always go to that store. And those guys was
Mhm.
following them.
I mean, it's a hard one, but it's just ladies got to be careful. I mean, you just never know. You really just never know. And if somebody in a club is pursuing you and they keep messing with you, you got to get security. You have to not act like, oh, I'm not scared. You need to be scared, because if you're not scared or you use your survival of the fittest, then you end up like she did. You know what I mean?
I don't know what she could have done to save her life. I mean, you're at a
No.
club and these dusties, they're looking at you, they've been eyeing you. She probably didn't pay attention to them. She probably glanced and looked away. And the end of the night, she's leaving with her sister and her friends, and they're walking home. They have a neighborhood store where they know the owner. So they go there, and these dusty men are following them. They're not realizing they're following them because homeboy is so obsessed with her. He has to get her number.
Okay.
He has to get her attention. They go into the store. They ask for the number. She says no, no, thank you. They argue, cuss her out. She locks the doors. They kicking the door in. And then they act like they leave, only to when she comes out, they kill her.
It's tragic. Of course, we'll say there's nothing that she could have avoided, because this man was clearly crazy. But I'm saying to young ladies in these kind of situations, should you have to give your number to somebody? Hell no. But you also want to get home safely, so you have to assess the situation. If a fool is pursuing me, and I think that, I don't know, it's a split-minute decision that if I don't give him my number, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try my best if I got to give him my number to get out of there and block him and then change my number, I'm going to try to do what I need to do to survive. This situation, okay, but I'm saying for the young ladies out there, for us to be saying, oh, don't be scary. It's not about you being scary. It's about you protecting yourself and looking at what you're facing and assessing that situation for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think that some girls, they go around and they say no to guys all the time and they end up fine. Some girls, horrible things happen. So I don't know what to say. Assess the situation, and do what's best for you. I'm scary, so I'm gonna get my number out. But the caller that I still have on, like women that don't do it and reject it, and they still keep living. Shit, I look up to them. They have way more strength than my scary ass. So they
and you know
paved
why?
the
The
way.
reason why I say that,
They
though?
paved the way.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
The reason why I say that is because I live in Boston. I live in the hood, and there's sometimes you can be nice. You can be
Mm-hmm.
nice, and that still doesn't work. People have not even spoken and got unalived. But what I do agree with is when the younger ladies, even the older, my generation, 50 years old, need to be aware that there are some loose screws out there, and you just can't be as free like when we grew up. It is different, but at the same time, I don't want my young women, my daughter, walking around in fear 24/7 with this fear and paranoia now because every man look like or whatever. You can't lose your power and your strength because somebody else's what's the name? But you can assess the situation to move accordingly. But sometimes it's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's true. Back in
But I'm
our
not
day,
gonna.
if you didn't give your number out, I mean, I remember because, like you said, you're from, I think you said Baltimore or Boston.
Boston, yeah.
Boston, yeah, and Oakland is terrible. And
Mhm.
so if you didn't give your number out, I mean, the most we would get was called the B word.
Yeah.
I mean, they would cuss you out. But now, I mean, like literally now, if you don't comply, these guys are walking around with guns now. I mean, they literally walk up and down the street like it's nothing. And so, there are girls here that they might be somewhere and they'll be out, and if they act a little funny or whatever, like there's a case just recently happened in Subway. The guy, he didn't do nothing to her, but just kind of flashed a gun, and so they scared. You're gonna be scared.
Yeah.
I mean, these men are, well, not all of them, but there's animals out here.
That's why I give the advice that I give today with my kids. Stay out of trouble.
Mhm.
Don't get no
Yeah.
record so you can get a pow license and protect yourself legally. But we are not going to live in fear
I know
or
that's right.
are nervous. I teach my kids. My oldest is 29. Thank God they never been in trouble. Get your license. Get your pow
Mhm.
license so that you can protect yourself and move and enjoy the money that you make, enjoy the car that you have, enjoy the life that you worked hard to do the right thing to have. And I'll be darned if you allow somebody to lay down and just take your stuff. Protect yourself. So if I say this again, if y'all don't got records, this is the time and age where you start to defend yourself and you get a pow legally. Because while they got the illegal, you're going to be covered at the end of the day. I'm all for protection. I am not balling up.
And I think
I'm
women
I'm agreeing
like
with you.
you, you set the tone and you change the narrative. And the reason why I say that, and it's not, I don't know if it's negative or not, but I was at an airport and a guy was like, "Well, I'm scared to give you a compliment because you know how you women do. You like to cuss people out and bite off your head and shit like that." So, with that being said, and I guess some guys they feel intimidated, they're afraid to give a woman a compliment because you hear that other side of the narrative. Well, I'm afraid to talk to a woman. I don't want to be accused of, trying to talk to her or touch her in the wrong way. You know how it is now. You can't even look at a woman. You're going to be looked on as, something negative. So shit, I don't give a damn about their complaints because you have women dying by the hands of these dusties, okay? So it's
Yeah.
doing something. It's doing something because if every woman would have walked around so nice and so sweet giving their number out, you wouldn't have that type of tone that's out here. So you do have two different types of tones and different tones that's just out here in the world that people try to argue with.
Yeah, but you can say that, but then you can say you got the men who's also able to accept rejection and move on
They do.
and not get offended because a woman don't want to give her number.
You're absolutely
I've been
right.
turned down by men before. I've been turned, I done seen a man and it's like, oh, he's looking good. Let me get his number. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm just saying. And I've
Right.
been, I got third degree. I've been through some stuff. Put it that way. But yeah, if we was on a video, I would show you my stab wound from a man.
Oh, I'm
So I
sorry.
know how
Yeah.
men can be. But like I said,
Mm.
I'm not having it. I'm not going to set the tone to where it's acceptable and you can just continue on. With me, it's consequences. It's going to be me or you. That's the way the world is anyway. So I'd rather go out for my life than to just let somebody just take me out because they don't like what I said or because I rejected them.
Right. Well,
Rejection's a part of life.
to me,
Rejection's a part of life.
it is a part of life. And to me, when I hear those rhetoric and those talking points where guys say, "Well, I'm afraid to talk to women because they're so mean." I'm happy that stereotype is out there, so I won't have to get bothered so much. Because if they feel like all women are so nice and sweet, do you know how often people get so bothered by these ninjas? Because they won't stop and they can't stop. So I'm kind of glad
Right.
that it makes them hesitant to think about it first.
Mhm.
I mean, Gigi,
And
but
put
you know,
their
you
ass
got
on a
different type of
pause.
men out there.
Huh?
You got some men that are reasonable, and a little rejection, they cool, they gonna move along. But it's these idiots, these crazy ones who, I mean, reject them like they like you disrespected them, and they got to get back at you. He's, pow-powing up other people. Aren't like that, but these particular times I feel like you can assess them. You just know how hyper they be and just acting a fool before they even get close to you. It's like, let me get away from this one. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I thank you so much, Miss Scandalous. She has a
All
YouTube
right.
channel. Please plug yourself up.
Celebrity Scandalous. And thank you, girl. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Anytime. All right. So 508. What's your name? Because I want to keep you on as a co-host on this episode.
D.
D. Lady D. Thank you so much. And I just also want to talk about her twin sister. She will never forget about this. Her twin sister, this is going to scar her twin sister forever, D. 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 That store they went to as a kid. D going to parties together. D, this is going to scar her sister for life. To see your sister, your twin sister die right there by your own
She probably didn't even
black
want to go
man.
to the corner store.
Girl, that is going to be a lot of trauma for her. And you know the family. And these Dusties, they don't give a damn about that. They're so irrational. And then they have this whole rhetoric when you talk about dating. Oh, women are emotional, men are rational. Bullshit. That is a lie. Would y'all stop lying and passing on these damn lies? Because this man, he acted on pure emotions. He was angry. He was disappointed. He was upset. Instead of crying about it, he used his anger and he lashed out. And he waited for this one, honey. Okay? He had this hatred in it. That's the devil. These are Satan kids.
That's just like an apis, right? You don't got to do nothing at all for them to break in your house and take advantage of you. Sometimes it's in them. No matter what, it's the people. It's what's out here now. They made it so easy for the crazies to just be crazy out there with no consequences.
Yeah. And they still have not found him yet.
It doesn't. I don't get it. It's too many cameras. The store, outside the stores next door. The light pole. I mean, I don't get it. Girl, I found the wallet in a liquor store, and I put it in the mailbox around the corner. Do you know the police came to my house, talk about they seen me on camera finding the wallet. There's cameras everywhere. You hear me?
Yeah. Well,
I said, yeah, I found it, and I put it in the mailbox. So they said, we'll give it a week or two to get turned over or whatever. But that's just to show you how you don't know where cameras are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they got his face. We know what he looks like.
But they supposed to put it to the motor vehicle like how they did me. They had my face. They matched it with the motor vehicle with your ID or whatever, and that's how they came to my address.
Well, yeah, because you're a black woman and they saw you as, a suspect, so it's different. But when it comes to a black woman and being a victim, they don't give a damn. So they'll probably allow this shit to just keep on going on,
Sad.
They don't care. They don't care. And the reason why, they say, well, why should we care when y'all don't even care about y'all own people? Y'all own did this to this little girl. Y'all own sons did this to this girl. So why should we care? Y'all don't give a damn. This shit happened in y'all neighborhood all the damn time. And y'all don't care?
And the mama gonna cry in the courtroom talking about giving my son leniency. Please. Please. No. They need to bring the death penalty in every state.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll think twice. They'll think twice. I'm telling you.
Well, the
These
government, the
laws are too.
police need to parent these knuckleheads because the parents ain't doing it. So they
Yep,
need to get locked
I
up. And
agree.
it's so sad because these jails are so full. That's why they don't want to house them. They say we too full. Well, y'all need to build some more. Okay?
Build
Build
some
some
more.
more. Hmm
Build
You
some
do
more. And every
everything
time we
else with
got
the tax
wartime, send
money.
them jailbirds over there to war.
You do everything else with the tax money. Build some more damn prisons. Clean up all these
That's right.
streets. Be tough on crime.
They got to be tougher on crime. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you know what else? Another sad point. It be majority of these black women that go up to the government talking about they want lenient or being nice to these damn criminals. They up here complaining about how these criminals are being treated so horrible in jail. Well, that's what they're supposed to get. It's not a vacation spot.
I went to jail, and let me tell you, and I did a lot of time. And it wasn't no cakewalk, but I didn't get treated like a dog neither. The food wasn't good, but that's the privilege you get taken away. You know what I mean? I couldn't use the phone when I wanted. I had to share the shower, whatever. Yeah, but you didn't get treated like a dog. But it ain't comfortable. It ain't supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be designed for you not to want to go back.
Well,
And
D,
that's why I changed my life 20 years ago.
well, Miss D, they loving it in prison. And they go back every chance they get. They going back to jail because they love it there. Do you hear me?
They changed, Miss Messy. They got tablets now. When I was doing time, they didn't have all of that. They got tablets. They got free calls now. All the global telling calls are free now, so they can call home as many times as they can call on a tablet. You can get video visits on a tablet now. They got the tablet in their room. They can lay on the bed and talk to you. They're making it like camp now. That's how jail is. They can get on the internet. They can do all of this stuff. It ain't tough enough as far as I'm concerned.
Miss D, I've never seen a Dusty in prison crying, complaining on video. Every time I see them Dusties in prison, they always dancing. They always having a good
Mhm.
time. They always laughing. They always up here just like it's just cool. They in prison
Mhm.
having a good time. They playing tic tac toe. They got their F buddies, okay, the homeboys that they sleeping with. They got their weed up in there. They got their drink up in there.
Mhm.
They are having the time of their life. And they don't gotta work.
Mhm.
Miss D, they ain't
Then they get
working.
medication. They
And they
get
getting a
medication.
free
If they say they can't sleep, they get that stuff to make them woozy, get high off the medication. Girl, please.
they get free meals.
Yeah. They complaining to their mama so that their mama could feel bad and send more money, and the mama's going up there to the legislator talking about you treating my boy like a dog, but then your boy just put some pow to somebody's head and robbed it. Like, excuse me, are they supposed to be in a hotel?
Girl, they getting all the honey buns they can eat. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
They getting treated good. That's why they come out skin clear, healthy. They getting treated real good. They go in there looking like them people on Mahogany Story. You see them in the courtroom looking all crazy. Give it 6 months, they gonna be the hair done, skin gonna clear up. That's because they getting treated good in there. They gonna gain some weight. Please, person getting treated like a dog don't come out looking like that.
They feel protected in jail.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, girl. Yes. And
I know
y'all
one thing.
got.
If I didn't mess up my life, I would have went into politics. Because let me tell you, they ain't doing it right. They ain't doing it right.
Yeah, but the black
Off with
women
your
out
head.
here is the one that's talking about, please, free our black men. Let them out for free. Let them, it need to be more nicer. Give them a second chance. Let's give them some programs. They don't give a damn about no programs. The black men on the outs are not even communicating to government that they want better programs. They don't give a damn.
Look, people in the chat is saying the prison is a slave thing. But guess what? You won't be on that plantation if you don't commit a crime, which is knocking somebody over the head, powing them, unaliving them, robbing them, any of the above. They're not just picking you off the street saying, boop, we're going to put you in this prison. No, you're actually doing something to go there. So you can't get on the plantation if you don't do nothing to get there. So we're going to stop blaming the white man for that part.
I don't
the
give
white
a
man
damn.
ain't with our brothers and our sons when they out there doing that.
I don't give a damn if you call a plantation a slave ship, because these Dusties, they love that plantation. They love that slave ship, okay? And they go there voluntarily. They volunteer to go on the plantation. They volunteer to go on a slave boat. They love it there. They love it. So while you trying to make it sound like, oh, this is the worst thing, if it was the worst thing, they would do their best to stay out of there. But they volunteer to go there every time. They are volunteering right now, this second as we talk. They raising their hand. Please pick me, pick me, pick me. They love it there.
I don't know, like this lady, I get it, it's black for hard men. I get it. I'm a mama of 3 boys and 1 girl.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You know why, D? Because this conversation is dealing with a Dusty, a black man that took out this 19-year-old woman, and yet you want me to have a victim mentality for a black man? When these black men are taking away black women's lives every single day, bitch, I won't do it. I won't do it.
I agree.
I will not do it. I am not going to use my voice on this platform to victimize or, oh, they're the worst victims. Oh, God, shut the hell up. They strong, right? Get it together.
Oh, they going through so much. Oh, please, ain't going to do nothing no more than the black woman. Okay, if a black woman can have 3 jobs and be a role model to her family as to get up and do something with yourself, then a black man can get up and do some jobs too. If he's in a situation because he's not taking advantage of the stuff that's out there.
Well,
we got free training programs to get you trucker's license, construction license.
Can we talk about this black lady right here, the 19-year-old that got killed by this black man? And if we're going to talk about anybody, we're going to talk about those 2.
Yeah.
When we're talking about black men and black women,
crap.
We're going to talk about these 2. So what was
and the man that stalked her from the stalked her from the club to the store to take her out for nothing but a phone number? Nah, not okay. Off with his head. Death penalty. Death penalty case.
Definitely. You took that
death penalty
you took the light away from her.
All because of a number or words. Are you serious? Understand what? That his mama didn't teach him self-esteem? That he ain't okay with who he is inside? He don't love himself. He don't value himself, so he didn't value that young girl's life.
Right. Now,
now he left a sister.
Mark says black men do care. Okay, well, show it, Mark. Show it. Show it, and this is how you show it.
This boy then.
Wait. This is how you show it. You show it by being a father to your sons and raising them right, Mark. Show it. If black men care, show it. Show it. By not killing these black women. Show it. Now, some black men, they're not a part of this. And clearly, we're not talking about those black men. Duh.
Right.
But if you stop trying to twist this thing around to make it something it's not, Mark, because it's just ignorance. He says, you all act like it's easy being a black man. Oh, my God. Mark, do you want a reward? Do you want a damn cookie? What do you want? I'm not giving you no cookie.
We're talking about a man that pow-powed a woman for nothing, and he's talking about something else.
He want to be a victim. He want to be a victim so bad, but yet you want to be the champion. That don't work. Pick a struggle. You gonna be the victim or you gonna be a champion? Which one? You ladies don't know nothing. Okay. I'm not gonna argue.
We
with
was
that.
talking about the mother that raised this animal. We already said that. We said that. We said the mother that raised these animals got a problem. We said it, Mark.
I'm not gonna go back and
We
forth.
did speak on the moms.
But what Mark is doing is taking away from this victim that's dead, this 19-year-old woman that's gone, and I just think that is so insensitive to try to make this.
And this is
a
why we're
victim
saying
for
the black
you.
men treat us, we have no protection. Because instead of him protecting this black woman, young girl, and the sister that got it happened in front of, he's talking about the man in the situation. We're talking about the woman. And if he really cared about what's really going on, then he would care about how this young woman was treated by the black man. And how it makes other black men look insensitive.
And she died just because she didn't want to be with this black man, just because she didn't want to be with this Dusty. So who's supposed to check this little black man, Mark? Because you ain't doing it. Huh? Huh? If you say the black men do care, then the black man should be checking these Dusties. Do these black men checking these Dusties? Are these black men getting these Dusties off the street and getting them together? Hell no. These black men are scared of the Dusties. And they are just selfish. As long as it does not bother them, then they don't give a damn. What they doing? D, can you please tell me, do we see a fight in our community of black men trying to get rid of the Dusties in the community? Huh? Do we see a large amount of black men condemning Dusties and condemning men that are killing off these women and doing horrible things to these women? Do we see that fight? Can you name me 10 YouTuber men that are out here raising awareness and trying to stop these Dusties from harming black women?
Nope.
So what we talking about?
Nope.
And let's give a big old thank you to Esther donating $10. Gigi Preach, when you write, but put him under the jail. They love it there. You know they do. You know they do. Get him off the streets. Go ahead, Miss D.
No, I agree. And then the sad thing is the sister. The sister that has to close her eyes at night.
And witness this and play it back and see there. And to feel like, damn, what could I have done? I wish I could have done something.
The mental terror that this girl, she might not trust men anymore. She might not be able to have a healthy relationship with a male. She might not have kids because she can't trust to be with a man to know if he's going to snap because she said the sun was green. So words now can take your life. This has done so much to this family, and all men are worried about is another man. I can care, like I said, off with his head. You know where I stand. Death penalty all day long.
You know what we're going to have to do, Miss D? We're going to have to get these little girls rolled up into some karate programs, okay? They need to learn some Qigong, some black magic, or some the black belt. Because, you know, I watch a lot of Korean movies. And these little Korean girls, they know how to do all that karate shit.
Look, they'll flip that pow-pow out your hand.
Okay? You got to. At this point, hey, every parent, if you got little girls, teach them, enroll them young in karate classes and how to fight and take care of themselves and how to make their arms, lethal weapons or something, okay? They're going to have some protection because I was going to say, well, what if they had a pow-pow, but they were in New York? I don't know if it's legal to have a gun in New York or not.
No, it's not.
Right.
Oh,
so
no.
they can't have a gun. The guy had a knife. So I'm trying to feel like what could they have done to combat that? And the only thing I can think of is like if they knew karate, you could do a pepper spray, but once that guy comes around and he's slicing dicing you and he take you so fast, and you know these dusties
Mhm.
they are athletic, they really fast and strong. But we do have a New York caller. I hope it Mark. Why don't you call in so we won't get your words confused? Calling from 347. You're live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
Hey, Gigi, how are you?
Good.
That's good. First of all, it was a travesty what happened to that young lady. And yes, I do believe that he should definitely get the death penalty because there was no excuse whatsoever. No excuse whatsoever under the sun. I don't understand how his mother could go to the courthouse and ask for leniency for her child, considering what he did to that young lady. And yes, that's an animal that needs to be behind bars or under the jail. Um, I myself have 3 sons, and I raised my boys to know, like, you don't beat up on women. You just don't do that.
Mhm.
And I instilled their self-esteem in them, too. Somebody tells you no, it's no. Keep it rolling.
Mhm.
It's a shame. And, you know, women are, especially black women, we've been hunted by black men out here. And that's a shame to say because I'm a black woman. But it is what it is. I just feel so bad for her sister, because she's traumatized, as you just said. She's never going to forget that. Never. She's never going to be right in the head. That was her twin. Never going to be right in the head again. And all because she told you no, hey, I don't want to talk to you? That made no sense whatsoever. And for all the other young men that were standing around watching this take place, watching it go, watching it build up, like somebody should have pulled him out of there. Like that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. I just think it was a shame. I really do. And now this young girl, she's gone. The sister's traumatized, the family's traumatized. And I have no sympathy. I hate to say it, I have no sympathy for this young man because I don't understand where was his head at? What was he thinking?
Why would you have any sympathy? Why would that thought even come in your head? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, because, I mean, like, the idea, these people are so young. They're all young. You just threw your whole life away. Like, what were you thinking? You weren't thinking. Like, it just makes, it's absolutely crazy. It makes no sense. And you, like the caller who's on the line with you, you have so many of these young men out here. They just throw their lives away. It's like they don't care. And their biggest target, I hate to say it, are young black women.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what
crazy.
it is.
It has gotten crazy
And
out
can I
here.
say something? He don't want shit to do
Yes,
with
ma'am.
her. He don't want to do nothing with her but use her as an object or try to break her heart. He is not going to offer her nothing. Nothing. All the way around, it's a bad deal.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that 100%. 100%. Like I said, it made no sense. It was crazy. And it's getting dangerous out here in these streets for these young girls. Like I was telling some of my coworkers, I'm 60 years old. I was telling some of my younger coworkers at my job, I really feel sorry for them because they don't have anything to pick from out here. Like the pickings is so slim, it's damn near invisible.
Mhm.
And I told them, I think you guys really need to think about divesting. You need to start looking at other races, other cultures.
You got
Because
I
to.
agree.
these
Yes.
black men out here, they will put you under the ground.
Mhm.
And
That's
it's a
all
shame.
they know.
And I'm not trying to bash men. I don't want it to come off like that because I'm not a man basher, but it's reality
Well,
these
I'm going to
days.
stop you right there. You can't have that idea just like what they did to her. You see how they think, right? If you say no,
Right.
that's offensive, right? They're going to want to take
Right.
you out of here. If you say anything that they don't agree with, Even if it's truth or not, they're going to want to take you out of here. So you can say it's not man bashing, honey. To them, it's man bashing. You hate men. You hate men. So you're going to have to, I don't give a fuck what you think at this point, because whatever I say in your loony head, it's going to get twisted and perverted to be something that offends you, where you're going to want to hurt me.
And that goes back to, like the other lady was saying, self-esteem. They don't have no self-esteem. Because if somebody tells you no, it's no. If somebody says, hey, I don't want to hang out with you, or I'm not interested in you, or no, I'm not giving you none, that's no reason to attack a person. And the sad part is, like I said, it's like they're targeting only black women. I don't see them targeting any other race out here. It's like the young girl that got bashed in the face with that skateboard. That made no sense.
And it shows you how they can't think about black women. It shows they see it as, hey, they the owner of that. They can treat you however they want to treat you. Very. And
can I say what male bashing means to me? I just got to clear this up. What male bashing means to me, when a male that is a good productive member, working, taking care of his kids, never did nothing, never committed a crime, never put their hands on a woman, and a woman hits him and then calls and lies and say she did, and then we all just jump on him because he's a man and not looking at what was really done wrong. To me, that's male bashing. But what we're doing today is bashing one man and other men that put their hands on women, unalived them, AB'd them, ate them, and all of the above. That's what we're talking about today. We're not talking about men that are productive members of society. So let's not get it twisted. That's male bashing. That's what I think of male bashing.
And I gotta add a little bit more, little D. I'm sorry, but if you have a house and your house is full of roaches, and you allow them roaches to stay, I cannot call you a cleanly person. I cannot call you a good resident, because your neighborhood is trashy, even though you didn't do anything to result for the roaches. But, bitch, you stand there, you ain't doing nothing about it.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing about it. So just because you sit in a corner and you don't contribute, and you not one that's doing horrible shit, but, nigga, you just sitting there, you ain't doing nothing. And you see what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, I have to say it, unfortunately for a lot of these young men out here, they don't have any role models. Like I said, it is what it is. And I mean, like, if you look at society today, most of these young men, they weren't raised by their fathers. They were raised by their single mothers. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to go off topic, but it's a whole big picture that contributed to this mindset that they have. Because it's a twisted mindset.
Well, we just got...
like Tupac said it years ago in one of his songs. He said, we're going to have a race of babies that hate the ladies that made the babies. That's this generation.
Well, maybe it is.
And a lot of them, not only do they dislike women walking down the street, they got problems with their mothers that they don't even like. And it's a sad situation. And I hate to say it, I only see it in the black culture. I don't know what's wrong with these young men out here. I don't know where this deep-seated, rooted hatred comes from. Because how can you hate the person that brought you into the world? How can you hate your counterpart?
Who got your back?
That's mental. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just how I see it. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame. And he death penalty off with his head.
Well,
Never see the light.
what are the good
Go ahead,
brothers
baby.
doing it? We just got finished having this conversation. Well, there are good black men. What are the good black men doing? Huh?
Not a damn thing.
Well, how can they be good black men
Not
if
a
they
damn
ain't
thing.
doing shit?
They
What make
standing
them
in their
good?
corner. They standing in their corner holding their own. They're not trying to do nothing. I can tell you, I work in Harlem. I have yet to see any black men trying to mentor any of these kids out here. The majority of the men in my age bracket say they're not messing with them because they're dangerous.
That's what I
So
hear
I would
too.
be like, hey, why don't you try to talk to them? Like,
girl,
tell them a little something. Child, no, they're dangerous.
the good men are just as scared as the women. That's
why they don't say nothing. Punks, I'm tougher
the
than
good
them.
men are just as scared as the women, girl. Shit.
It's the truth. It's the truth because, I mean, like, these kids out here, they will take your head off. If you try to correct them, they will take your head off. And it's a shame. But that's just my little piece.
Well, I'm glad you're a little piece, and you see why I don't care about their age, and I'm not looking at them, oh, they so young, and I feel sympathy. I don't, because they don't got no sympathy for me.
There you go, baby. There you go. There you go. And I want to thank you. Thank you for allowing to express myself. Really, I do.
Well, I'm
Gigi,
glad
you're the
you
best.
called.
You're the best.
Thank you. I'm glad
Can I ask you, New York? Can I
Yes,
ask you,
ma'am.
is the law in New York like Massachusetts? If the knife is longer than your pinky, then that is an extra charge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Why haven't they
There you
caught
go.
him yet?
That's what I like to know. The pictures all over the place. So somebody's hiding him out. But guess what? Somebody's going to give him up sooner or later. That picture's all over the place. Where he going to hide at? Somebody got him sitting in their house, hiding him out.
And I bet
Probably
you it's going
one of
to
them
be...
little young dumb girls.
Hello, I knew it's going to be a girl. I
hope not.
bet you it's a woman. I bet you it's one of them girls. I bet you.
I would really hope not.
You know it
But you never
is.
know these days.
You
Because
know
there's a lot of
is.
fools out here. There's a lot of fools out here. But, yeah, somebody got him hit out. But don't worry, they're going to find that ass too. Excuse me. They're going to find him in a minute.
Do they got the
Because
death penalty in New York?
No.
Well, I just see
But
it
they
like
still
this.
got life without parole.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's his residence? He staying with his mama? Like all the rest of them staying with their mama? And why is there so many of these young, older men keep staying with their mama? Why ain't these mamas kicking their asses out?
I don't know. I don't even understand that. Because let me tell you something. All three of my boys are gone. Like I told them, you got to fly. Every bird got to fly.
They should want
If you crash into a
independence.
wall-
They should want independence.
Exactly.
They should not want to depend on no woman or their mama. They should want independence now.
Exactly, and you got to push them. And like I told my boys, every bird got to fly. If you crash into a mountain, you can limp back. You get yourself together, regroup, but you got to go again.
You like me. You got to go.
Well, stay right
You got to
here.
stand on your own
I
because
want both of you.
Mama's not going to always be here.
I want both of y'all
So
to
you
stay
got to
right
know
here.
how to stand on your own.
Yes, I want, and I'm good that y'all push that because a lot of these mothers don't. They are actually holding their sons back, and they are crippling their sons.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, which is very unhealthy.
Exactly.
I do got a caller
Exactly.
that keep raising their hand, so let's answer this phone call.
Okay, baby, go ahead.
No, I want you to
And
stay right here. I don't
talk
want
to
you to go
again.
nowhere. I don't want you to go nowhere now. I want you to stay right here.
No, thank
Calling
you.
from 408. You're live on the air.
Okay, good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, man, you guys are driving me nuts over here. I was like, I got to say something, right? But I'm trying to just like maybe you got to wait a little bit longer for that you hear. I was like, let me just push this thing over and over again.
Yeah, I
But
seen
thank
that.
you so much.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. And I appreciate you ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because you hitting on some stuff, right? You hitting on some stuff. I'm telling you, hitting on some stuff. And you talking about you ladies and everything. And I'm thinking over here like, man, oh man. Let me just say this real quick. You know, my lady that I used to be with, I was all in love. You know what I mean? She had everything working for her. You know what I mean? I mean, not only by the visual, looking at my two eyeballs and everything, but inside, I was peeping girlfriend, you know what I mean? And I was like, I could get down with something like this, but I didn't even know what this was. I had no idea what this was. And she had children already, you understand? And
I don't want to interrupt. I want to interrupt you, but does this have anything to do with the young lady that passed away? Okay.
Well, no, this has everything what you were just talking about. You know, you ladies were talking about something. I was just going to recap on that real quick, all right?
Right. Well, I want to tell you exactly where we were coming from, okay? So this live has everything to do with the 19-year-old that passed away. She got killed by a black man, okay? Because she did not want to give out her number. He was watching her at the party. She went to her neighborhood store, which she knew the owner, to get a snack, I guess, or to get whatever, and the group followed her there. And she said, no, thank you, and they argued her. They cussed her out. Then she hurried up and locked the door of the store, and they were kicking on the store, bamming on the door, just acting horrible, horrible. Then they stopped, so we thought that they had left. But they were like a snake. They came back as soon as the doors opened, and they killed the twin sister. They were twin girls, 19. Now we're talking about, because we're talking about how often this happened, and these black men are taking out black women, and this nonsense is crime. And then it went from somebody in the comment section taking it and trying to make black men victims and say, well, you know, black men have it so hard, which it have nothing to do with this 19-year-old getting killed by this black man. And that was just so insensitive.
They did that with Black Lives Matter. They did the same thing with that thing. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do that stuff. It's just, look at I know where you're going with this. I know what you're saying. And we can just cut through all that real quick. You know what I'm saying? We can just cut through all that because we need to hear something that's gonna be part of the solution. You know what I mean? Because we can talk about the problem, but that don't make you part of the solution. You understand? We got to be the rising ones that rise above the stuff where people can't come up with the solutions. You understand?
So what are you doing to get the dusty men off the streets? That's what we want to know.
I know that's what we.
What are you doing currently to get these dusties off the street?
I give them an opportunity, just like anybody I come in contact with, an opportunity to peep what I'm saying, right? Because the only way you're going to be able to peep what I'm saying is if you can hear what I'm talking about, and then from that standpoint, right there, you're able to turn the fuck around and see where the fuck I'm coming from.
Can you please not cuss? Because
you can see where I'm coming.
I'm so lost.
You can see where you can see where I'm coming from. From that standpoint, you'll be able to see where I'm coming from. Now, a lot of people open themselves up to other people outside themselves, and they shouldn't be doing that because that's detrimental to their future. And since people have such a messed up view of everything, right? Let me just tell you where a lot of my wisdom came from. You've heard of a black guy. His name he's a dear friend of mine. His name is Geronimo Pratt. Have you ever heard of Geronimo Pratt?
No, but I do have another caller, okay? And we are limited time, so I'm going to have to let you go, okay? And this the shit I'm talking about.
Keep being part of the solution. Keep talking to those dusties, and hopefully
no,
one day
he's playing on your time, girl. You can't tell all that
I'm playing
talking.
on his too. I'm challenging him. Let's see what you do with it.
No, I'm not giving that no time. All that time he's wasting just talking in circles. And you should see we up here talking, and he kept raising his hand so aggressively. He kept going on and off, and you should have saw the line just kept on flashing.
Wow.
So it gave that soul situation where it's like, no, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Okay, so now we're listening, and you just rambling. You just want what is it? You just want to distract from the topic at hand. And here we go again. And it sounded like he could have got real angry. I mean, that sounds like the type of person you just want to give your number to, because he would try to horrible do something against you. Yeah, it sounded like he was very triggered.
I peeped that too. I definitely did.
And can you imagine? Because he would just continue to talk and talk, where it's not making no sense, and you just have to listen to it. And if you don't listen to it, then he's going to get triggered and upset and do something horrible.
Well, like you just said, that was to distract. That was to detract from the conversation, because it made nothing, no sense, and it had nothing to do with the topic at hand.
We talk about the dusties that need to be under the jail.
As we were saying, you know, it would be great if we could get our older men to try to mentor these young adults, these young males out here, and change their way of thinking.
Girl, I'm traumatized.
But I don't know. I kind of feel like it's too late in the game for a lot of them. I kind of feel like so much damage has been done. Like a lot of them would sit up on these YouTube channels and listen to, like, they still worship Kevin Samuels, the worst. The worst. They still worship him.
And the Eligio bishops and stuff like that. Those are their role models. Exactly.
And I think so much damage has been done to this particular generation. I guess that's what, Z? I don't know what to say about them, that young group of men. They're lost.
Girl, I'm traumatized from that.
And there may just not be no saving them. And that doesn't apply to all of them, but a large majority of them.
Ooh, y'all don't understand how I'm traumatized with that caller. That caller was traumatizing. He was definitely trying it. He was definitely trying it on our time. Okay? I'm offended. I am very offended. Y'all didn't see how he was in my face?
Girl, please. You know we got your back. He wasn't that close now.
Yes, it was.
And you caught him before he got that close.
Honey, it gave just that. You should have saw how he kept on raising his hand, then taking it down, raising his hand, then taking it down. And
I didn't see. I can't see what you see.
Yeah, but then when he got on here, I thought he just went on rambling. I'm like, what are we talking about? But the thing I'm trying to tell you guys is that is such an example of what we are dealing with today. And that is the type of person that would take you out of here. Good thing we not in person for real. Could you imagine if this was in person for real?
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been good because he definitely would have became irate.
I had to ask, can you please stop cussing?
We would have had to drag him out.
Yeah, was I respectful?
Yes, ma'am. You did it that right quick. Yes, you did.
Oh, my God. Look, because you know me, right? Well, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be too rude because, you know, they already said in the comments section, you know, and it's a lie. So I'm not going to entertain that lie that we have something against men. So I'm trying to give it a little doubt so they won't have nothing to lean on, right? So I'm not trying to be rude.
Right.
But I'm like, he's playing on my time. This is so offensive. This is so disrespectful.
But you know,
this is so insensitive.
But you know
we just got finished talking about.
Very well.
We just got finished talking about people being insensitive and trying to paint the picture and make men the victim out of this. Like,
They're not the victim. They're
right,
not
but
the
I'm
victim.
really
They're the
thinking,
perpetrators.
I'm hoping, like, well, maybe he has a different perspective. Maybe he's one of the good men that actually doing something that's really going to come with a nice word. I'm trying to be hopeful, but you can't hope. You cannot hope.
And let me say something. I may be way off base, but I don't even think he was black. I got to say that.
I may be way off base. Same thing.
But that's who we need to be hearing from. We need to be hearing from black men. Now, let me share this with you. Let me share this with you, Gigi, and your audience, and your co-host. I'm big on National Geographic, right? So one time I was watching a special about elephants, right? So a lot of the park rangers were finding, this is in Africa, were finding a lot of the female elephants dead. They were finding them like gorged, dead. They didn't know what was going on. So they started watching. They put cameras up. Come to find out, it was a group of young male bucks that were killing them. Wow. Even if they submitted to them, they still killed them. And then when the whole picture came together, it was a time prior to them, after they were born, that's when that whole the tusk trade was taking place. So they killed off all the bucks. There was nobody to train them how to be with the female elephants. They ended up having to kill that whole group of male elephants because they couldn't be retrained.
So you think these justices out here are too far gone?
Going through right now. Now, I'm not saying round these men up and kill them, but I think they're lost. I think they're lost.
Please don't do that, Cynthia G. You girl.
Listen, she worse than me. I said send them over there to war and let them
y'all be careful what y'all say. Shit, you already see what they did to Cynthia. Be careful what y'all say now. Shit.
Okay. Yes, I'm with you. Send them. You know what? Send them over there to where this war going on?
Iraq. Send them over there.
Iraq.
When we have more time, don't send out regular old people. Send all the jailbirds over there. Let them go and fight.
No, I disagree. I feel that when you go into war, that is a service that you're doing for your country, and that's an honor. And I don't want to ever get that confused where, if you sign up to go to war, that you're a criminal or you must. I don't know. I think it should be separated. So I disagree
That's another
with that.
conversation because my husband was a vet and he passed away now. So I would.
Now, if anything,
so that's another conversation.
If I was to do something, I would go.
Like you just said, if you sign up to go,
that's
an honor.
Yeah, but you're having people fight a war that cannot follow directions, and you need to know how to follow directions.
Do you think they're going to make it back? Do you think they're going to make it back?
No, but they can make it worse. People that cannot follow directions and their criminal mindset, if you give them an mission, why wouldn't they turn on their own fellow men? Why would you have ticking time bombs in your own group? That to me, that don't make sense to me.
You're right about that. You're right about that, babe.
To the people that serve this country. That's not fair for me to fight alongside a criminal. That's not fair. I disagree with that, and I don't trust criminals. I would not trust them at all. Around weapons,
you are absolutely
I would
right.
not trust them around women. I would not trust them around guns. I don't trust them. No. However, if I wanted to, I guess be more horrible, I would use the criminal bodies for science research, and I would send them over, dose them up with whatever, and allow scientists to cut their body open and experiment the lungs, whatever. That's what I use them for. Okay. Hey, that's how I feel about it, but I'm not sending them to war. No. So, uh-huh.
So I don't know because I didn't follow I didn't check this morning or earlier today before I left out for work. But hopefully hopefully they have a manhunt out for this character.
Yeah, but they haven't caught him. And people constantly want to say it's where Black Lives Matter. Honestly, you guys, I think Black Lives Matter is no more. I have not heard Black Lives Matter in I don't know how long. So can y'all please can we just throw the Black Lives Matter away? I'm not trying to. Black lives do matter, but the group organization BLM, is it still in existence? And you guys know Black Lives Matter does not help black men against black women. Black Lives Matter actually support trying to get the thugs in better conditions in jail. Black Lives Matters is all about protecting black men from police.
That's not good enough. That's the small part of what they should be doing in my book.
Well, that's how they always been.
Guess,
Black Lives Matter has always been to protect black men from police because black men feel that their worst enemy is the police. And the police, I like the police. That's like my best friend. So
it's
we got
not
an
each other,
issue.
Huh? And it's crazy if you think about it. Like, how do other black men feel like knowing that this is like a this is becoming like a normalized black men killing black women. It's becoming normalized. Like, do they not realize how bad they look?
They don't see it that way.
On a national front.
They don't see it that way.
They don't care. They don't care.
They'll
do it in
that
the
way.
pair.
They see it as
$200 Jordans. Look, they don't care how they look. They'll do it in the pair, $300 Jordans and a gold chain. They don't care how they look.
Or
they care how you make them feel. They care about feeling inadequate, and you caught them on it, or you shine the light on their inadequacy. You know, that's what they care about. They need to build themselves up. They need some self-esteem. They need to do what they got to do. They need to man up. Ain't nothing a woman can do for a man to make him more of a man than he should be. You know, and people could blame mamas all day long. Well, where was the men? Where was the daddies? The woman did what she can, the best she could. Where was the daddies? Where was the daddies or the uncles in the family? Stop blaming only women. Yeah, there's some mothers that failed, but they failed because they was alone. If there was a father in the house where that one fell short, the other one would have picked up. Or maybe an uncle. When my father was in jail growing up, I had a grandfather. I had uncles that played a part in my life. That's why I didn't feel so easily manipulated by men, because I had strong men in my family that stepped up.
But like you said, you had that in your family. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't have that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of us don't have that.
Yeah, it's sad.
Like,
it's sad.
I gotta tell you, like,
down to the men.
I didn't have that. And my boys have had uncles. None of my brothers stepped up. None of them. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny, you know, they say that, like, when there's no, especially pertaining to black women, when there's no man around, the woman, you're wearing both shoes. So you begin to display male tendencies, meaning you become more aggressive. And it was so funny that when my middle son became an adult, guess what? I don't even go curse. He said, "You know something, Ma? You can tell me." I said, "Tell you what?" He said, "You know, we're grown now, so you can tell me." I said, "Tell you what?" He said, "Are you gay?" He said, "Cause I always thought because you were so manly, like, because and I told him, I'm saying, because I'm raising boys. I can't treat you like girls. So I got to be tough on you. I had to be tough on you. I had to be that mother who was like, yeah, you want to do this? Then we're going to do this. This is what you do." I couldn't sit down and be in that feminine role because I didn't have my counterpart. And unfortunately, like Gigi said earlier, you have some women who they baby their boys. They baby them. They stroke their backs, they baby them. And then when they send them out into the world, they expect a young woman to do the same thing, to step into their mother's shoes. That's not going to happen. That's not reality. That's not a relationship. And then that's when they get all in their feelings. And now their only recourse, because they don't know how to think, is to become violent.
Well, I think with that, what you just said is, okay, if a man is looking for someone like his mom, it is possible, but he just have to know how to look for her. I feel the issue is that men feel that all women are the same and supposed to do the same thing. And same with women that feel that all men are the same and supposed to do the same thing, and you get disappointed because every man and woman are different. They're all not like your mama, they all not like your daddy. So that is the issue. When you have not accepted and realized that you have a lot of women that are diverse, that are different, that believe different, that act different, that nurture different. Everybody is not going to be like your mama, but they have it in their mind is everybody's supposed to be like their mama. Everybody's supposed to be the same. And that's just ignorance.
I agree.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is ignorance. But I mean, like, how can you expect your partner to treat you the way your mother did?
Well, you're with the wrong.
That should be two different things.
You're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong. If you want somebody like your mom, first you should be able to identify the qualities that your mom has. In order for do that, you have to communicate. These Dusties, they have an issue with communication. They don't know how to do it, and they don't know how to comprehend. Okay, so if I had qualities and I can communicate what I'm looking for, which my mom possessed, then I should go around seeking that in a person. And before I involve myself with a person, I should make sure they checking off the list off my list. You know, do she have this like my mom? Does she have this? When I'm out with her, am I reminded of my mom? Did she treat me? Okay, she does. So I want to continue to pursue. But these Dusties are so thirsty. They don't care about that. They just trying to pick up somebody, and then it's this, I want to transform you into something I want you to be. You have a look that I like, so therefore now I want to change you. It's an issue with the community constantly trying to change men and women. If he's a cheater, then he's going to stay a cheater. Stop trying to change somebody, okay? Accept them for where they are. And it's an issue with people not accepting, and they want to force people's hand.
That's true. That is true.
I agree. And to add to that, I also think that they're looking at the wrong things, because looking at the qualities that your mother has, and you thinking that she's supposed to wash your clothes, take care of you, let you play PlayStation all day, and wait on you hand and foot and all of that, and pay the bills while you do nothing, you need to go back home to mama, okay? Because a lot of these men, that's what they're doing. They're finding these girls with apartments or Section 8, laying up off of them, waiting for eating their food stamps up from the kids and all of that. No, they need to become independent. Stop trying to find your mama. Your mama, you're grown now.
Well, that's what they're going to do, and that's what they will continue to do. And you have women out here that will continue to cater their needs. I can talk because I have someone elder in my family that's in their late 60s, and he lives off women. And women take care of him. Now, some of these older women,
Mhm.
they do kick him out once they find out that he's cheating on them. And yeah, he still have audacity, and he will still tell, "I don't like her. I don't want to be with her. She get on my nerves, but I like how she take care of me." And that's how a lot of situations are. So you will always have those women that are so desperate and they want that male validation. So they're cleaning his dirty drawers, they're cooking his meals, and he don't have to do nothing but exist.
Mm.
And that is crazy.
Well, you got a lot of
That is
crazy
crazy.
women
I'm
out
sorry.
here. You have a lot of them
If that
out
floats
here.
your boat, you selling yourself short. You're
Well,
selling
they
yourself
selling
short.
themselves
Because
short.
I would not be. I can tell you, I'm single, and I've been single for quite some time. I ain't doing it.
And that's
I'm not
good. And
selling
I'm
myself
glad
short.
you're not
I
doing it.
know, huh?
I said that's good. I'm glad you're not one of those women that do it, but they're out there, and it's a lot out there. It's a lot of women that are seeking men that's in jail to take care of them once they get out. There are a
Yes.
lot of women that are
Yes.
like that. So we have to realize that it's women out here that are catering to these men needs.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
Which is making them,
And
which
look
is
at this
helping,
pretty young
which
girl
is
on the
helping with the
screen.
mindset.
Do she look like she would have answered to a whole call or a Dusty? Like, she looked like she's trying to go to school, want a career, trying to do something with herself, and then you got a Dusty coming up to her with probably went half on the bag or some crap. And she was like, no. And because of his inadequacy, he felt inferior and had to do something about it because he's ashamed and embarrassed. She's beautiful. It's so sad.
But why take it to such an extreme? This is where that's what I'm saying. Like, where is this anger coming from? Why would you want to take someone's life? Let alone stab the person. Or punch the person in the face. Why?
Well, I can't answer for a
Because
killer.
You can overpower the person. So, but why would you want to do that? Just
Well,
because the person said, "Hey, no, I don't want to be with you." It's millions of women out here. Somebody else would have been up on it, took him up on his offer, but he wanted to destroy her. He wanted to destroy her.
I think they're uncivilized. They have not, to raise somebody, you gotta, make them civil. But they're uncivilized, and they're a result to animalistic behavior. And like an animal, some need to be put down. It's no reason. So if you have a common sense and you're trying to find reason why would he do that, you're gonna constantly be in dissatisfaction. You're gonna dissatisfy yourself because it ain't no reason. He could have
Right.
said he's been urged by his homeboys, been rejected in front of them. He told them, "I'm gonna get her. I know she gonna be feeling me," and he probably think he's an attractive guy because he's not a bad looking guy, and maybe his entitlement from he just felt like he can just have any girl or get any attention, and when he realized that I guess not. I don't know. I can't make no excuse up because there's no excuse you can come up to justify this shit. It's nothing. He was wrong.
Exactly.
It's
You know,
animal behavior, and he needs to be put down. You cannot come up
right.
with a reason to justify it.
This just reminded me of. Do you guys remember when the young lady was attacked in a liquor store and he tried to bite her face off?
Where was that at? Was that in New York?
That
too?
happened at home.
Wow, I don't remember that one.
All
That's
over the news.
crazy. To
He
bite
walked
somebody's
into a liquor
face
store.
off?
She was in a liquor store. She got off from work, and he came in and said, "Hey, I'll pay for your liquor." And she was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you." When she came out, he just went ballistic. And all his little friends, Google it. All
Well,
his friends was
I think
around
that's
him.
another
And
question that I'm sorry to interrupt you. That I'll have to ask you guys that if a man offer to buy something for you, is it just like a number? Do you have to accept? Press 1 if you should accept. If a guy offers something, like if he offers, can I buy you? I'll buy it for you. I'll buy your gas. Don't you worry about it. Do you just have to accept it like a phone number? Press 1. Press 5 if you feel like that is different. Shit, I'm scared if he offered to put gas in my tank and I say no. What the fuck you mean? No, you too good? You too good, huh? You one of them. Let me tell you something. Come here, let me tell you something. Girl, you just gonna have to say yes, yes, yes. Miss D, I know you got, see, I love Miss D because she have courage. Miss D, what would you say?
No. No, thank you. No, I was taught that at an early age. My grandmother used to keep money in my pocket. Don't you accept nothing from nobody? Don't you ask nobody for nothing? No. Especially a stranger.
And her sister, no, she had every right to say no. Because then she would have took the money. If she would have said, okay, yeah, guys, you can buy it.
Then he would have felt like she owed him something.
Now he wants your time. Now he wants you to talk to him. Now he's going, can I roll with you? Can I get a cup? No, we gonna nip this. No, I'm okay. I'm good. And I don't even remember if they ever caught him.
No, this is a man problem.
Tried to bite this girl's face off. I think he bit her ear off.
All right, Mike Tyson.
That was crazy. And this, like I said, it's becoming it's a pattern. It's a pattern. You don't see them attacking Spanish girls. You don't see them doing this to white chicks.
No.
You don't see them doing this to Asian chicks. Only their counterparts.
Is there any messages? Is there any awareness that is putting in these men's ear to stop this shit, to stop what they're doing? It seems like it's nothing in the black community they're doing to combat it because they're constantly trying to pacify and baby the Dusties.
I guess we need to treat them like 3-year-olds again, go back to the drawing board and say, listen, if a girl don't like you, walk on. If a girl don't say something you like, don't hit them. You got to, I don't get it. I don't know what, but I do know I don't hear enough men being outraged. I don't hear enough men, talking about what other steps men can take when they're feeling away or to even pour into them. I don't see it.
So I think that's a good idea. So, Miss D, you said that's how you would handle it. I think I would handle it, and I would say, listen, nobody owes you nothing in this world. No woman, I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care if she looked at you and you thought she wanted you. If she is not interested, she don't owe you shit, nigga, and you better know that. Your ass gonna be locked up in jail forever, and I ain't gonna feel no type of way about it because you deserve to be there. You don't go around feeling like you entitled and you can take people's life out of here. Just because you can do it don't mean you should. You need to check yourself, humble yourself, and you need to have some worth about yourself. You need to have something out here in this life. What keeps you living, man? Huh? What do you want out of this life? Why haven't you found that out yet? We need to really talk about your mindset and your future because you have nothing to lose. Do you even love your damn self? What is it? What does it mean to love yourself? Talk to me right now. You have to learn how to communicate, young man. Oh, I'll give him some words. I'll give him some words. We got some callers. I want you guys to stay here, okay? Calling from 909. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing? What's up, Rochelle?
Fine, and you?
Good.
Fine. You know it done happened again.
I have no idea.
Yeah, 2 more little young girls done got stabbed by a man again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I sent it to you.
Okay, they said where, Rochelle?
You know what? I don't know where it happened. I sent it to you though.
Okay, well, I'm going to check it out. Did you have any comments about this?
I just think it's crazy, and it's like it's just it just keeps happening. So this is crazy.
If nobody is going to stop it, then it will continue to happen.
I feel like he needs to go to jail.
Yeah, but they can't
He needs to
find
go
him.
to jail.
He hasn't been in jail. They can't find him.
They can't find him?
Nope.
No, somebody hiding him out.
Wow.
They got his picture, so they know who he is.
He's a kid, right?
No, he ain't no kid. He's a grown. He's 19, 20 years old, I would think. I think he's 20. I'm not sure. He's in his young 20s. He's not no kid. Let's not get it confused.
Okay, he old enough to know better.
And shit, if he's 13, he's old enough to know better. If he's 13, if he's a teen, his ass need to be thrown under the goddamn the jail.
Oh, he definitely needs to be thrown up under the jail. And his friends too, because they was right there. I don't understand how they could not stop him, and he was so irate. If a person is that irate, everybody had time to think. You guys left up out of there together. He went to wherever he went. He got a night, and they allowed him to come back.
Well, his
So I think not
homeboys,
only do he need to be charged, their friends do too.
the black men that were with him, the Dusties that was with him, they condone this behavior. If you think this the first
And
time
that's
he
why.
have done it, it ain't. He's probably done this plenty of times before.
I feel like they all need to be in jail. Everybody that was in that video that was with him.
You right about that.
Because when he got irate, they was with him. So they knew exactly what he was coming back to do.
Yeah.
Guilt by
Anybody
association.
knows it.
Guilt by association.
And I wish
Exactly.
y'all was so strict. I wish y'all was so strict. The fact that this Dusty was kicking on that man's door, his ass should have went to jail for that.
They should have been calling the cops as soon as one kick. That store owner.
Exactly.
That's right.
You should know.
That's
You
right.
shouldn't even
That's
do
right.
that.
And you know what?
As it is in New York.
In hindsight, the store owner should have said, "Nope, stay inside until the police get here."
Yep.
Exactly. Especially
Because,
in
like
New York.
you just said, if somebody's that irate, they kicking on your door, your glass door to your store, do not go out there until the police come. But like you said, Gigi, the snake slithered away and hid.
Yes, he did.
They set
thought
a trap.
the coast was clear.
That's why you know he was in his right frame of mind.
And I also
think the store
I
didn't
think
even
this
care.
too. I gotta say it. Y'all have to stop being so comfortable and just say, well, I'm glad I just didn't want to call the cops on him. Call the cops every damn time.
Oh, please.
Complain all the time. Y'all don't want to complain
I'll stand
about
on the top
nothing.
of the building.
Y'all just want to I just hope everything just works out for us best, and I just hope.
Nah.
I hope nothing. I hope he don't come around again, and I just hope. Stop hoping and keep complaining. Keep calling.
I'm calling the popo. I'll stand on the building. Don't do nothing in front of me. Snitch right here. Call popo.
And you know what else? Because even if you got a doctor, because some of y'all will end up laid up sick as a dog, and y'all won't even call a goddamn doctor. Honey, if I think I'm going to have a headache, bitch, I'm calling somebody. If I think I'm getting a win or some shit, I'm like, listen, I'm feeling some type of way. I need something. I need you to check some shit out. Okay? Some of y'all will lay up with illness for months.
Look, I don't think it's that they didn't take it serious. I think they just didn't think that would happen over that.
Well, complain.
Who would think
you're
going to take my life because I said no?
If you look at the news, if y'all been watching the news.
He did come back and he was kicking the window, though.
Yeah.
Right then and there, I would have knew that he was serious. So I think they just...
Exactly.
Shit, I don't care. If I see a nigga down the street with a hoodie on, I'm taking him serious. Shit. I, I
You
might
bet exactly.
I might call the cops before he get to me. Shit.
Because these men is not playing.
And I'm not playing with their ass either when it comes to the police. How about that? I'm not playing. I'm calling.
I tell you, it's a shame. It really is. It's a shame. Like I don't like. I just can't. I got to say that again. Like this hatred, and it's hatred. It's hatred. I don't know if it's hatred for themselves, if it's hatred for these young women out here. I just don't understand. Like I said, and I know, Gigi, I can't keep saying it enough. I just don't understand it. Because, like, you don't see them attacking anybody else. Just their counterparts. Just their counterparts.
Now, I tell you one thing.
And
I tell you what would make a lot of black men speak out. You want to know what it would be? If you would have twisted this scenario around and you would have had back-to-back coverage of a black woman killing a black man because she didn't get his number. A black man rejected, and she didn't get his number. And I bet you that's going to make news. I bet you black men, all these podcasts going to be speaking out about that shit. Let a ugly Lizzo get mad because she go up to a man and he don't want to give the number and she blasts his ass out of here, out of sight. Honey, everybody going to be speaking out. That 19-year-old boy, hold on, wait, let me paint it out. A 19-year-old promising football player, handsome, good-looking, straight-A student. You got an ugly-ass Lizzo that wanted his attention, and he ain't give it to her, so she blasted him, and now he's gone. Honey, you talk about black men speaking out now? Talking about, honey, they would shame and they would do so much, lock her ass up, throw away the key, and let that shit happen. Keep it a trend for one to the next. They gonna do something about it. Even the black women, they gonna speak up louder than the black men. I think it's gonna be equal. Who gonna speak up louder, the black men or the women? I don't know. I think it's gonna be equal. And that just goes to show you. That goes to show you that they value, and it's always been value black men over black women. It's always been that way.
Yep.
True.
Yep. Their feelings count more. What they look like count more.
The bodies count more. Yes.
But he wasn't even a bad-looking guy.
No,
that don't matter. There's a lot of apes. Look. That the looks don't matter. It's a lot of apists that you would think don't have to do that when girls will throw their feet at them. It's a mental thing. It don't got nothing to do with the look.
It don't matter how good they look. Shit. And Jessica, Lizzo is beautiful. I said an ugly Lizzo, so I'm just saying a big girl that's not attractive, because you know how guys, they feel very offended if somebody try to talk to them they're not attracted to. You know, that offends them greatly.
They probably talked about him all the way to where they got, because for him to come back so irate, he had time enough to think.
Exactly.
So for him to come back like that, I feel like they had to be boosting it up. She shot you down. She didn't want you. Cause I just can't see that. I still can't see that. A man getting upset because you turned them down. And
well, Rochelle, this ain't the first time. It's been happening for a long time, sweetheart. It's been happening. It's been going on for years. And these men are taking out these women. They're not all ugly. They're not all looking like a beast. Some of them are very attractive, and they're doing it.
And you know, like the other caller just said, your co-host just said, it's a group mentality. It's a group mentality. They're like wolves out here roaming. I hate to say that, but that's what it's like. It looks like they're like wolves out here hunting.
It's going down
Because
a lot
if all
too
you,
nowadays.
if 5 or 6 of you are together, and one of your buddy over here, he gets shot down by some girl, and we all see it. Okay, yeah, we all may laugh about it, but when he starts wanting to kick on the store glass, he wants to call this girl all kind of names, wants to fight the girl. This is what somebody in that group should be like, yo, man, you taking it a bit too far. Let's go. Let's get up out of here.
No,
Yep.
they should have said, nigga, come on, dog. Don't be acting like that. Don't be kicking on no man door like that. Come on, we better than that. We better because you are a representation of me, and we are men up in here. Come on, dog. We got to do better than that. Leave old girl alone. Come on, you sorry right now. You acting real weak right now, dog. Come on. You acting like a bitch ass nigga. You all in your emotions, nigga. We got drink, we got weed at the house. Shit. You know, it's so many different girls out here, nigga. Calm your ass down,
Let's
dog.
call Keisha and them. They'll come over.
Shit.
Exactly.
But you know what? Hold
Exactly.
on. Rochelle, I'm going to let you go. I love you, and I'm going to look at that thing. We do have another caller, and I want to get this caller in before the time runs out. Calling from 281. You're live on the air.
Hello. How y'all?
Good.
Okay, I just want to get in and put a few, from my perspective on this male bashing party y'all got going on. It's funny, but I just have to speak on it. Number one, let me say it's a terrible thing that he did, right? I get it. I get where y'all at. But my thing is, don't blame all men. I ain't never had to kill no black woman because she didn't want to talk to me. That's where I draw the line at, where this line of
Nobody
conversation is
blamed
going.
all men.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing Dusty.
When did you hear?
Y'all monsters.
When did you
hear?
hear?
I've been in the chat.
And you
90 seconds.
And you never
But who we
heard
talking about? The
anybody
one that
say,
did this.
hold on, wait. You never heard anybody say all black men
Well,
are X,
that's
Y,
how
and
they
Z.
taking it in the chat. The women in the chat are co-signing all women, all black men ain't shit and all that stuff.
Well,
You
ain't
know,
nobody saying all.
that's
Ain't
the
nobody
problem.
saying all
That's the
because guess
problem.
what?
That's
It's
the
some
problem
black
with our
women.
community
It's
is
some
that
black women
we
that
go
ain't
through
shit
bad
just
things
like
with
you.
Still trying to make a
individuals.
point, and we're correcting you, saying that's not what we mean.
60
So
seconds.
that
Well, that's
argument
how
is out
all
the
the men in
window.
there taking.
But
I
we're
just left
telling
out
you
of that.
now
That's all
that's
I'm
not what
taking.
we were saying. So you can throw that argument out the window and say your other point, because we didn't blame all men. We're blaming the dusty
We
Let's go to the
never
other
said
point.
all.
I
that
ain't
did
never
this
had
to
to kill
this
no chick
girl.
over her. Number one, I ain't never asking for no number. She give it to me if she want to.
So what do you do when you see a young man
act?
acting stupid in the street? What do you do? What is your
I don't
stance?
hang around them type of people.
So
But
you've
we can't
never seen
save
a man
everybody.
getting out of pocket?
We can't say we are not police, man. We can't police. Then we get killed over something we ain't got nothing
Then why
to do.
you over here
If
talking
y'all
to
gonna
us
do that,
if you can't talk to your own men, your own people?
I
Why are
don't
you
hang with
talking to
nobody
us?
do
We're not
stuff
the
like
issue.
that,
We're
man.
trying to
I'm
make a
solo.
solution. See,
You
you
talking
just
about
want to
a wolf,
complain
I'm a
about
lone
something
wolf. I
and
don't
not be a
hang
part of
around,
the
dude.
solution. That's
I don't
your
hang
problem.
around, dude.
You coming up here telling us
10
we say
seconds.
it wrong, but
You
you
want
ain't out there telling them
Superman.
black
That's a
men
comic
what
book.
they doing wrong.
You want Superman. That's a comic book. That's a fairy tale. Ain't nobody
Y'all
Superman.
want Superwoman.
I can't come out
Y'all
the
want
sky.
us to pick y'all
I
up off
can't
the
come
ground.
flying out the sky to
Child,
save you. I don't even know
This is
that.
why
I don't
these
even know
young
what
men
that-
are like
I'm in
they are,
Texas.
because
I'm
the old
from
men
New
like
York.
this. Stuck in that
I
time
don't that,
warp.
and you
I
don't
don't
even
see
know me to
nothing.
say that.
I don't hear nothing. I don't care.
You don't even
That's
know
the
me to
mind
say
frame
that,
you're
though.
in. And when we
I
call
might
y'all
have
on it, you
stopped
get
up.
mad.
I might
You're
have
getting
stopped
offended.
up. You don't know that to say that. You
I'm
don't know
hearing
that to
you.
say that.
I'm hearing your point, and your point doesn't add up. It doesn't add like a man that wants to see a difference. It doesn't add up as a man that understands where we're coming from when it comes to certain men that are attacking. That's been happening for weeks and months now.
I'm going to give y'all an example that I think happened in New York a few years ago. It's some black woman was getting handled by a Korean weave shop, right? And everybody remember this here because it's still in YouTube today. The black man tried to tell the woman, hey, don't come up in there no more. Y'all letting the man kick y'all ass over weave. What happened with that? They was lined up the next day. And I'm going to leave that at that. Right? Everybody
That's not
remember
proving
that.
a point. That's not
is.
nothing
Yeah,
close
Well, hold on.
to
You got a lot of
unaliving
slavers out there.
people.
Some people don't want to be saved.
Okay, but
Can I ask you a
It was the
question?
wrong
I'm
thing.
sorry,
Now,
gentlemen.
here's the thing. Here's another point. Let's leave that alone because I'm
wait,
not here
hold
to
on.
defend
Yeah,
my
it's
reputation.
so
I ain't
many
the one
people
that
Can I
did
talking.
nothing.
can I just ask you a question, sir? And my question
Sure. I'm
is
here
real
for a
simple.
conversation.
Okay,
I'm here
where
for
do you think this hatred, like, and I have to use that word because it is a pattern. It's becoming so common. It's becoming common now where young girls are being taken out by young black men, and it's out of for the silliest reason. So it has to be hatred. So where do you think this deep-seated rooted hatred that these young men have come from?
Ma'am,
Like, where does it come from?
Ma'am, I'm not of that generation, so I couldn't tell you. And is it a trend or is it just things that happen? People get killed every day for different reasons.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
How many young girls are getting killed because they didn't want to give a number to somebody? Is that a trend or that's just something happened today and that's the subject of the day?
Wow.
Why do kids go in and why do young men go in and kill a whole school full of people? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you that. I don't know that. I don't think like that.
Wow. Poor thing. Poor thing. Yep.
You
We
want
got
me
a
to
lot of
describe
weak
something
men
that I
out
don't
here
have
that's
no- I
scared
don't
to do
have
what
no-
needs to be done. A
I
lot
don't
of
have no
weak men out
reference to
here
that
that's
because I don't
scared to
think
do
like
what's
that. I'm not
being
that type of
done.
man, man. I'm
Got
not
it.
that type of dude.
Okay, well,
I
So
get
I
it.
can't-
You said
I
that.
can't
You
get
said
into
that.
another
You're
nigga's
weak.
Okay, can I say something? All right, so caller, I
Yes,
just want to
ma'am.
get
We
it
having a
clear.
conversation.
Caller, I just want to get it clear. No one said all black men were X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Just like all
That's what I
black
wanted to
women
get
are
clear. That's
not
what I
X,
wanted
Y,
to
and
get
Z.
clear.
Okay, so that is clear. So
But
that
let
is
me
clear
ask you
now.
this, Miss Messy, Miss
Uh-huh.
Sweetie Westy. I don't really know
Go
your
ahead.
name.
Just what's
Do
the
everybody
question?
know? Do anybody know the identity of the person that did that? Cause see, this is New York. You got all kind of immigrants and shit. That man's probably not even from here.
We saw the picture, and it was an African American man who's light skinned, and he was at
That
the
don't
club
mean nothing.
prior.
They got light skinned black Mexicans. They got light skinned Africans. All Africans ain't black.
But it feels like
So
you're
we don't
being.
even know if he's even from this country. That sounds like something they do over in South America, Brazil, or somewhere like that.
I forgot his name, but his name is out there from the picture. He's African American.
It feels like you're trying to deflect, and you're being very insensitive to this girl.
No,
That's
I'm not.
what
I
was
just
saying.
asked the questions if somebody knows his ID. Cause see, we had another incident not too long ago where this African one was talking about a nigga hit up with a brick, right? Come to
Lord
find
have
out
mercy.
that was her people did that. So I have a reference to what I'm saying. I'm not deflecting.
Okay, but that was
I just
you
asked
are.
do everybody know
that
who
was
he really
one
from.
situation. That was one situation.
Okay,
sir.
this is one situation because we don't hear about dudes killing young women because they ain't getting no number. That's something new to me, and I'm pretty old myself.
So you didn't hear about when a young man bashed the young girl in the face with a skateboard because she wouldn't talk to him? That happened in
No, man,
Harlem.
I ain't heard that.
You didn't hear about
I'm
when
not
the
saying
young
it
man
ain't true.
tried to bite the
I
lady's
just
face, the
wanted
young
to get
girl's
out that
face
all,
off because
all
she
black
wouldn't.
men ain't hunting y'all. We all ain't dusty, right? That's what I wanted to get. Cause I felt offended because that's the. It might not been what y'all was going, but that's the theme of what everybody in the comments say. They
And you got
all
to check
men
yourself
this and
on
all
why
men
you got
that.
offended at what we were saying. See, that's another problem. See, you got to
See, I could say a
realize
lot of
we
things
were
about
saying
black women,
just what we were
but I
saying,
ain't gonna
but
paint
you
everybody
took
with
it
one
the wrong
brush.
way.
No,
You
I
got
didn't take it. I
offended.
thought that
You
how
took
it
it
was
the
being
wrong
given.
Okay,
way.
well, hold
energy.
on.
Because
wait,
something
That's
in
the energy.
you
Hold on,
is
wait.
not.
But y'all want
Okay,
strangers
347.
to
Wait.
go to New York. I'm
34
in Houston, Texas. How I'm gonna stop niggas from New York doing whatever they doing in New York?
Because it
How we gonna
happens in
stop that?
Texas. It happens in Texas as well. And I guess one thing you can
Yeah,
do
so you know
is
what?
just
I was going there.
it's just
I was
only
going there. And
thing.
guess what? Every day on the news, I could see Hispanic men killing their wives and
Okay, but
girlfriends. I
you
see
know
white boys
you're
kidnapping their
deflecting
people.
now.
What I never see is a white woman talking about all white men are messed up, and I never see a Hispanic woman talking about all they men messed up.
Okay.
That's what I don't see.
Well,
what
you
I
know
do
what
see
you know what you
is
just
black
but you
women.
know what
Piggybacking
Black
piggybacking on
women
what
do
you
that
just
stuff all the time.
piggybacking on what you just said. You see on YouTube all day nonstop black men, young black men, older black men dragging black women. Like I mean,
I don't
just
see that.
dragging
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't
continuously.
see it. I don't be in
347.
World Star Hip Hop. I don't know nothing
I
about
don't be
that.
in World Star Hip Hop either.
But I don't
347.
see
Wait.
that as a trend. I don't see that as a trend where black men are just killing black women for no reason. I don't see that.
Got it. Well,
That's all I'm saying.
281. It is a stats out there. They have numbers and they have a lot of articles to do prove that. So I would just say if you want to see it, just open your eyes and you can see it.
I think that a
Sometimes you
killer
don't
is a killer. It
you
ain't got
don't
nothing
want
to
to
do with
see it,
color.
so therefore you don't
A
see
killer
it.
is a killer, right? Killer is a killer.
No.
It ain't got nothing to do with his color.
Okay,
It
you're
don't have nothing to do with race.
but
If you're
you're
a killer,
you're
you just gonna
deflect
kill whoever she
you're
just ran up on the wrong one.
you're deflecting again. We're talking about in this
No, I'm
sense,
not. A
black
killer is a
women
killer. Can we
are
agree
getting
that a
taken
killer is a
out.
killer?
Black women are not getting taken out by Asian killers. They're not getting killed off by white killers, okay? They're getting killed off by
That's
black
bullshit.
men
That's
killers,
bullshit.
okay?
That's bullshit.
Okay, well, we can
That's
agree to
bullshit what you just
disagree,
said.
but as long as you know we're
White
not
men been
talking
killing
about
black
all
women since
men.
we've been here 400 years. So,
Okay,
you know,
now
talk
you're
to me
talking
right.
about a
Don't
different
do that.
generation. Now you're talking about a different in the
They
past
still
with the
doing it
slavery.
today. They
Okay,
still doing it today.
okay, all right. Well, we'll talk about this in another time, but I thank you so much for calling. We're going to let you go at this time. Calling from 253, you're live on the air. Did you have anything you wanted to speak on?
Hi, Gigi. It's Dicey here.
Hey,
I wanted
Dicey.
to,
Girl.
I wanted, hey, Lady D. I wanted to call in because I'm like, this, Gigi's always hitting a story that strikes a nerve from my history. So I wanted to call in to share with your channel and your viewers something that happened to me about a decade ago in the state of Washington by SeaTac Airport. Almost the same thing as a twin that I'm like reading up on because you're posting it on the channel. So thank you so much for this. I went to go put gas in my car, and when I came out from paying, a gentleman approached me. He was dark. He turns out to be Muslim. He had a 12-pack of beer on him. He followed me to my car and started a conversation with me. He kept asking me for my phone number, my email, where do I live, where do I work. I just kept smiling, and I said, oh, I'm married. I'm not interested, thank you. He wouldn't leave me alone. I started raising my voice. The people around didn't do a damn thing.
That's sad.
By the time I tried to get in my car, this guy had put his hand in the frame of my window so I wouldn't close the window and not hurt him. So the way I ended up leaving was I gave him a fake Facebook profile link by showing him on my phone from my car. Everybody's watching. No one's doing anything. I'm raising my voice. I almost ran this guy over. I started holding the honk of my horn. I had closed all my doors. When I got to my work, my boss got on it so fast, called my husband up, and they went to the gas station, talked to the owner, wanted to pull the data from the cameras and file a report. Everybody there said he was of African American descent, and I said, no, he is not. He is Muslim. The accent I heard, the way he was dressed, I'm like, y'all didn't even come to help me. You all just was watching everything.
I'm sorry you have to go through that, Dicey.
Hey, Gigi, you know what? I told you there's some kind of connection between you and me, and you keep bringing up stories, and I'm sharing what I went through so people know that this does happen. And it wasn't just in New York. This happened to me in a state where I thought I was accepted, where, you know, Seattle takes in all the grungy people that are so eclectic, and it doesn't matter what race you are because you could be a little black girl with your curly hair all puffed out and dressed the way you want and not be looked at funny. But it did happen to me, not just once, but several times. And I'm the type of girl that does look you dead in the eye, and I'm like, do you want to take a picture? It'll last longer. So I do have a mouth, and sometimes it gets me in trouble. But at the same time, I know my rights too. And I just wanted to share, like, it is an extremely scary experience. And we have no clue how these girls reacted to this man at that moment. And on top of all that, Gigi, from what I read, they were all sauced up. And this guy was following her from one party to somebody else's house to a store.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much, Dicey, for sharing your story. You know,
Thank
I
you.
love you so much. And
Thank
yes,
you.
it happens a lot, and it's been happening for a long time. And just because we don't come out here fighting and spreading awareness, people feel like it does not exist, but it does. But I'm
Wow.
about to close this section out, and hopefully tomorrow, you guys, I will always talk about stories like this, so we'll cover this again tomorrow, or be another story. But I'm not sure. Maybe I want to cover this again tomorrow, because maybe we have to continue, because it definitely seemed like we were going somewhere. Any last callers, Miss Lady D, Little D? Anything you want to say? Miss D, I guess she's gone. 347 New York.
Well, I really enjoyed the show. I think the dialogue was excellent, and I definitely think you should definitely pick it up and have a part two because
I
I definitely
agree.
think we were building.
I definitely agree. I will, and I will do that. All right. Well, thank you, and hopefully you guys will come back tomorrow. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys go right now. So I just want to say I thank you guys out here, and for all the men out here, feel free to call in. Just be respectful. No, nobody is saying all men are horrible. All men are not, bad. We know that. But however, we do have a lot of bad men, and we have a lot of bad women that are criminals out here doing criminal acts, okay? And that's what we're talking about, and this story, the black man was the villain, and it happens often. So we're talking from that point of view. So you have to realize that and know that. Now, people feel a different way in the comments section, but what we're talking about here on the panel, nobody have ever said all are X, Y, and Z. We know all are not X, Y, and Z. All right. All right. Well, I love you guys, and hopefully you guys will call in tomorrow. We will resume again tomorrow. I will go live tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m., and we will pick this back up. All right. Well, I love you guys. I do have another show I have to continue on. The next show I'm doing, I'm going to be talking more about trending topics. All right. I love y'all, and I will see you guys on the next video.